Ji, welcome back. Rule number 14, DVDs and USBs like the plural form of, abbreviation. So we need not to put an apostrophe. Okay. We need not to put an apostrophe, rather simply add a small s. And this is how we can formulate the abbreviated form of a full form. Okay. The plural form of an abbreviation. Moving to the last rule, rule number 15. Generally, rules for capitalizing abbreviations follow the rules for capitalizing the original words. Proper nouns are capitalized in abbreviations, common nouns are not. Okay, like simply the rules of capitalization in abbreviations are exactly like the rules of capitalization of original words. So if the original word is a proper noun and we need to capitalize it, then the abbreviated form must also be capitalized. Otherwise, the abbreviated form must also be written in small letters. Okay, like normal. So whenever we write normal, we capitalize. N of the normal, we write national. Okay, University of Modern Languages. Clear? We write the initial letters in capital form, and in the same way when we want to write its abbreviated form, so we also go for the capital letters. Now look at this. While writing cash on delivery, we simply write cash with small letters. Okay, cash on delivery. So while writing the abbreviated form, we must use the small letters, then cash on delivery. Similarly, between, so if someone wants to write between the shortened form, so we must write the small letters then for between. Do not write the capital letters. Okay, with, so for with, sometimes we write this. Okay, with effect from, if you have read an official document somewhere, with effect from, so with effect from. Okay, the small letters are written because with effect from, it is not a proper something proper. It is not we do not write these things the complete form when we want to write the complete form. So with effect from, they are written with small letters because this is not a proper noun. Okay, in the same way when we want to write the abbreviated form, then so we must also go for the small forms and not for the capital letters. Okay, so these are the rules for the correct use of abbreviations. There are so many other rules, maybe 30 or 40 rules are there. These are the rules which will benefit you in your writing. Okay, these are the rules which you people need in your writing. Now we have the problem of duplicate abbreviations. Duplicate abbreviations means that sometimes there is an abbreviation which which may stand for two or three multiple things. Like PC, it stands for personal computer in terminology of computer science. Okay, it stands for politically correct. When there is a term which is euphemistic term and which is politically correct, like it can be uttered on the stage. Okay, so that we say that this is politically correct. It may stand for police constable as well, PC. It may stand for, the chain and the web of Pakistani hotels. That is a business. Okay, a PC, we say I went to the PC hotel. So PC actually stands for Pearl Continental Hotels and Resorts. That is, a chain, a web of hotels in Pakistan. So if you look at the single abbreviated form PC, it may stand for so many terms, and such kind of um that thing, such kind of abbreviation is called duplicate abbreviation, because it may be duplicated, it may stand for so many terms. Okay, at least for two. So what is the solution for such kind of abbreviations? Two solutions are there. The first one, learning the most frequently used abbreviations. First of all, we need to learn the most frequently occurring abbreviations, those abbreviations which are used very frequently in our writing. We need to use those abbreviations. Okay, the second one, using a standard dictionary. If we get confused that what does it stand for, actually we need to use a standard dictionary, okay, and that thing while reading. So we need to use a standard dictionary. One more thing, as I told you in rule number 1, okay, right here, that when introducing an abbreviation for the first time, place it in parentheses after the spelled out term. Okay, so this one, for example, if you are writing an essay about the uses of computer device, for example, so for the first time you need to write in your essay, you need to write the full form, a personal computer, and here in parentheses you should write PC. Okay, a personal computer is one of the basic necessities of students nowadays. Then from that onward, whenever you want to refer to personal computer, you may simply write PC. Okay, so when you write PC, the audience, the reader will not get confused. The reader will not confuse it for police constable, for Pearl Continental hotels, or for politically correct, because you have already mentioned it in the beginning. Okay, when you want to use it for the first time in your essay, whether in the very first sentence, in the second, even in the second or third or fourth paragraph, but if you want to use it for the first time and you feel that you will be using it again and again, then you need to write it to write the full form and abbreviated form inside the parentheses, and then whenever you want to write the abbreviation, simply write it as part of your sentence and not inside parentheses. Clear? So such kind of confusion of duplicate abbreviation, these confusions can be solved by the help of these three tips. Number one, learning of the most frequently used abbreviations, just as Ilyas asked. What was his question about? Do you remember that? Ilyas, are you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. What was your question about?
Sir, my point is clear now, sir.
Is it clear now?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So these are
Sir.
this is how
Sir,
we
his,
may. Ji, ji.
sir, his question was about authentic and unauthentic abbreviations.
Come again, please. Oh, authentic and unauthentic abbreviation. Okay, good. Now, in order to find out, to draw a line between authentic and unauthentic abbreviations, we need to look for the dictionary, okay? And we need to have a knowledge of the most frequently occurring abbreviations. So if we have the knowledge of the most frequently occurring abbreviations, we may come to know that whether an abbreviation used by a person is an authentic one or unauthentic one. If still we are confused, then we may go for that thing, for the
Dictionary.
standard dictionary. How is this? Someone wants to join the class, but the name is not present.
Sir,
G.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Sir.
G, come again. मोहम्मद
सर
अखलाक
मैं कह रहा हूँ कि
जी
सर इलियास कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हैं, इसके बाद मैं कुछ बोलूंगा सर.
जी जी अच्छा जी. Ilyas, kindly ask your question. Ilyas, your microphone has been turned off. Kindly turn it on and ask question if you have. Okay, Mohammed Akhlaq.
सर
Mohammed Akhlaq.
Yes, sir.
जी जी.
Sir, I am here to make a request on behalf of the, I think 9 to 10 students.
Is it
who
about
has
assignment?
not? Yeah, of
I'm
course.
not done.
We request you to.
Okay,
We
okay.
request you to please extend
Mohammed
the
Akhlaq.
time to up to some hours, sir.
Mohammed Akhlaq. If you have any question regarding abbreviations,
Yes,
you
sir.
may kindly ask. I'm coming to the issue of assignments later on.
सर
जी.
Thank
Sir,
you,
मेरा
sir.
question ये है
I
कि
don't have any question.
जी इलियास.
ये जो कंप्यूटेंट वर्ड्स आप कह रहे हैं कि हम ये 9 एडिशन है जो ऑक्सफोर्ड उससे हमने कंसल्ट कर सकते हैं, यही है हमारे लिए कंप्यूटेंट, तो वही है ना डिक्शनरी जो आज लेटेस्ट इसका चल रहा है एडिशन सर?
जी, ऑक्सफोर्ड एडवांस लर्नर्स डिक्शनरी और
यस
कैम्ब्रिज एडवांस लर्नर्स डिक्शनरी, these are like most authentic ones. Okay.
जी, यस हो गया सर। जी
Okay.
राइट सर, ठीक
जी,
है, अस्सलाम
so
वालेकुम सर।
usage of dictionary, that is DIY, do it yourself. Okay, use your dictionaries for learning the abbreviations. Now here is, as I told you, that we need to learn the most frequently used abbreviations. So here I have collected a list. This is the list which I have taken from the book I have shared with you. Okay, academic writing, advanced academic writing for learners. Now let's read these abbreviations. AGM stands for Annual General Meeting. BA stands for Bachelor of Arts. BSc stands for Bachelor of Science. CV stands for Curriculum Vitae. We have got DIV, which stands for Do It Yourself. EU for European Union. FE for Further Education, which is usually non-university education or non-university study above 18. Okay. Connection lost. The Iqbal says that, okay, fine, it's her connection problem. Can you people hear me?
यस सर।
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, good. Okay, so we have got GM, genetically modified, GNP, gross national product, HE, higher education, HEC, higher education commission, HRM, human resource management, ICT, information and communication technology, IMF, International Monetary Fund, LLB, Bachelor of Law, MA, which you are doing your course, Masters of Arts, MSc, Masters of Science, PG, postgraduate. I have got a friend from Islamabad, Dr. Iqbal Saab. We call him PG. Fine, because he was doing post graduation from PIMS Islamabad, PIMS Hospital. So from that onwards, like still even now, whenever I call him, I say, "Hello, PG, how are you doing?" So PG stands for postgraduate. Okay, but people who are doing MPhil studies or PhD studies, they are known as PG post, or PG program means the postgraduate program. PGCE, postgraduate certificate of education. PhD, Doctor of Philosophy. MPhil, Master of Philosophy. PLC, Public Limited Company. PR for Public Relations. IR for International Relations. UCSC, Universities and Colleges Admission Service or Services. UG, Undergraduate. And your program is like UG, or your program is GS Studies, Graduate Studies. Okay, GS, Graduate Studies. We have got UGS, Undergraduate Studies. Okay, the BS Studies, simply BS program. UN, United Nations. URL, Uniform Source Locator. URL, like the website address. VC, the head of a university known as Vice Chancellor. WTO, World Trade Organization. Then we have got some other abbreviations as well, most commonly used abbreviations, like we have got WWW, okay, right here, WWW at the beginning of websites, it stands for World Wide Web, okay. We have got PTI in Pakistani context, so we have got PTI stands for Pakistan, Pakistan Tehreek Insaf, okay. We have got WAPDA for Water and Power Developmental Authority. We have got UNESCO. We have got UNICEF. We have got NGO, not governmental organization, okay. So many abbreviations are there, you need to learn them on your own. Then abbreviations in writing. So these are also abbreviations in writing, but these abbreviations, the shortened form of long words, and the they stand for something in writing, like anon followed by a dot. It stands for for the word anonymous. Like when we say, when we write something, a quotation, and in parentheses we write anon followed by a dot, it means that the poet is anonymous poet, or the author is the author of this quotation, or the poet of this verse is an anonymous poet. Okay. ASA stands for as soon as possible. CP stands for compare. AD stands for editor or edition. Now when we write ED, the capital letter, the capital ED, okay, when E is capital, it stands for editor, okay. And when the ED is written in short form, like in small letter, not in capital letter, then it stands for edition. Okay, so the small E, it indicates addition. Okay, when ed is written with small e. When it is written with capital E, then it stands for editor. Okay. E.g., for example, example criteria or something like that, but we have got for example, ital stands for in others. If you remember when we were discussing in-text citations, so when there are the names of the, we have to mention the names of the more than 3 or 4 authors, we write the name of the first author and then we write ital, which means that many others. Okay. FIG stands for figure. When we draw when we want to present a diagram, a chart, okay, some picture in our essay, in our research proposal, research paper, we need to write here FIG dot number 1. Fig stands for figure. Okay, it is used for labeling charts and graphs. EBIT, it stands for in the same place. Like if I write, for example, Muhammad Ilyas, so if I write Ilyas, okay, Ilyas, and in parentheses I write 2012, okay, then for the next time whenever I want to quote Ilyas, I will write here, instead of the date I will simply write a bit. Okay, so but this is what we do in MLA format, we do not follow it in APA. Clear? Then IE, which stands for that is, and K stands for thousand. 10K means 10,000. Okay, abbreviation in writing again, here we have 10, starting with 11. I have mistaken the numbers actually. K stands for 1000. NB stands for take careful note. ND stands for no date or undated. Okay, is we have discussed in in-text citations. OP dot or CIT in the source mentioned previously. Okay, if I write OP or simply even if I write CIT and followed by dot or op dot cit dot, so it means that in the source mentioned previously. Okay, pa yearly, pa stands for yearly, per annum. Okay, let's suppose if I say that we graduate, Namal Peshawar graduates 200 students PA, means per year. Okay, per annum, yearly. PP stands for pages. This is what we have already discussed in in-text citations, small pp. Okay, so pages, for example, 21 to 28. If you want to write only one page, mention one page, then we write P only. Go to P5, it means go to page 5. Okay, P followed by dot and then the number. P is stands for postscript and RA stands for with reference to. Clear? So these are like the most frequently used abbreviations in your writing. I'm stopping the recording because I want to save the space. It's difficult for me to upload, a file of huge size. So let me stop the recording and let's move to the question answer session, please.